We got our close-up of Pluto. It's time to set some new horizons. In 1930, Clyde Tombaugh looked through his telescope and discovered the dwarf planet Pluto, which races around the Kuiper Belt. It's a region of space that's kind of like the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, only much bigger. The stuff in the Kuiper Belt tends to be icy, made out of water or ammonia or methane. You can think of it as the leftovers that remained after our solar system formed. On January 19, 2006, NASA sent up a spacecraft that, in February 2007, had a gravitational flyby of Jupiter on its way to Pluto. It was called the New Horizons spacecraft. It would take another 8 years for it to get close to Pluto. But on July 14, 2015, it did just that and sent back amazing data and pictures to us here on Earth. Among that information, we discovered that there are mountain ranges on Pluto that are pretty young, like 100 million years old or maybe younger. That sounds old to me and you, but on a geological timescale, that is nothing. And Pluto and its moons appear to be geologically active, responding to forces we don't fully understand, and there is nothing that excites a scientist more than discovering there's something new to learn. New Horizons also observed frozen methane on the surface of Pluto and what appears to be water ice on one of its moons, Hydra. This information is going to tell us more about how frozen planets form and evolve over billions of years. And there's something really poetic about the New Horizons spacecraft as well. Among all of its instruments, it also carries a sample of the ashes of Clyde Tombaugh. The man who discovered Pluto is now the person who has come closest to that dwarf planet in all of history. So what's next? Well, for New Horizons, it will continue on its path and pass into the Kuiper Belt, perhaps exploring some Kuiper Belt objects, or KBOs. This will tell us more about the material that's on the very outer edges of our solar system. And after that, New Horizons will continue on, leaving our solar system and entering interstellar space, following in the footsteps of the Voyager 1 spacecraft, which left our solar system back in August of 2012. In a way, New Horizons has closed a chapter on the era of space exploration. It gave us a close-up look of the last remaining major body in our solar system. And beyond that, who knows? We need to learn more about interstellar space, those regions between star systems, and perhaps one day we'll even launch a spacecraft to send a probe on a flyby of a planet around another star. Such a mission would take years to complete, and even sending a short message from Earth to the spacecraft and waiting for a response would take a really long time. It reminds me of the age of exploration here on Earth, where people would leave their families behind and go out exploring, and the folks at home would wait for years to find out what had happened. The more things change, the more they stay the same. The really awesome part about all of this is that we continue to learn through the whole process. We're refining our knowledge. We're backing up hypotheses that we made decades ago but had no way of testing them. And we're finding out new surprising stuff that's making us rethink what we know about the solar system. All right, here's your question for this week. Where do you think we should explore next? Should we concentrate on the solar system, or should we start to stretch our legs a little? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks to Toyota for sponsoring our show and making it possible. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that like button and join our think tank by subscribing to Forward Thinking. After all that, enjoy some more videos about how awesome our future is going to be. They're right over here.